Hello, thanks for the great response on my last couple of videos. Just to clarify on some of the things I did in the videos. Firstly, the hook paste video. I've got a lot of questions about that one. How I measure it out. I just use a 250mm pole cup. And I just measure out, for example, two hook paste. And then 1 part water. So basically you need half the amount of water than you do to actual paste. Same for the Dino paste. Just mixed up 2 pole cups of that with 1 of water, and then just mix it around as you do. The Dino paste is actually a bit stickier than the hook paste. The hook paste is a bit softer. What I did find was with the hook paste I was actually catching bigger fish and a bit quicker. Both worked really well. I haven't got any of the 1-to-1 paste yet. I'll do that in another video. The other question I got was what other ground, do I actually use any ground baits to make paste out of? I actually used 3 different ones before I tried using the actual hook paste. Obviously the expander fish meal, used that a few times, worked really well. What I do, the same mixture, I just put 2 parts expander fish meal, 1 part water. That works really well. Same with expander protein. That's another good one you can use. Same again, just 2 parts expander protein, 1 part water. And probably one of my favourite ones is marine shellfish. Same again, 2 parts marine shellfish, 1 part water, depending on how much paste you're going to use. Like for the video I just made up 2 pole cups. Probably a bit much really, but you can just use 1 and then just use like half pole cup of water to get the right consistency. Another question I got was, do I actually add any additives to it? You can do. One of my favourites for doing that is the pellet liquid booster. It's quite thick. Or, as you might have guessed already, the booster shellfish. Gives it an extra bit of a kick. Or, surprisingly enough, use the chicken. Gives it an extra kick as well. Another one you can use is the meat booster. That works really well. You can actually mix the 2 ground baits together. If you want to mix expander protein with marine shellfish, you can do that, or protein with fish meal, you can do that also. Doesn't really matter. Same applies, just 2 parts ground bait, 1 part water. It should be about right. Another question I had was about the method feeder on the pole. You just mix the ground bait up as you normally would for a method feeder with the garlic. It's pretty straightforward. Just basically super crushed garlic straight out of the bag. Didn't do anything to it, just wetted it up, riddled it, then waited as usual, then wet it again, let it dry out for another 15 minutes, or let it soak in even, then go for it again, and it's perfect. Like I said in a different video, as long as you can go into the ground bait and just form a ball with 1 squeeze, that's all you need. Another question I got asked was how I work out the distance between, well, the length of the line for the actual method feeder itself. Quite simple really. You work out how far you need to go, and then you can work out the length of line from there, so you don't get stuck in trees and whatever. So for example, I was fishing 10 metres of pole with approximately 1.5 meters, 1.80 meters or something of line, where my feeder actually was, to the cable tie, just so I could plop it just in front of the tree, or in front of the branches that are overhanging. And that's basically it. If you get it too long, obviously you'll get caught in the trees, or you have to take a pole section off, and just try and work it out so you actually on the end of a section. It makes it a lot easier. Saves you messing about with adding and subtracting sections and trying to fit half a pole butt in somewhere, because it doesn't really work that way. You can just, as long as you're on an end of a section like I was on the actual the end part of the pole. I did have an extension there also, but I didn't use it, mainly due to the fact I would have ended up in the trees if I used that. Apart from that, it's pretty straightforward really. I'm not quite sure what video I'm doing this week yet. I haven't quite worked that one out. If you've got any suggestions or want to see anything, or want to see me use any ground baits, then just pop a comment below, and I'll get around to doing that soon. I will be going to the canal in the next few weeks to do a canal video, because I know a lot of people have been asking me about that one. I think I'll be doing whip fishing on that one, and fishing for big fish on the far side. Should be fun. I've also got planned to fish a large quarry, possibly distance feeder fishing. Not quite sure yet. I've got to try and arrange that one soon. Once I get more details, I'll let you know. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thanks very much. Tight lines.